Minor League Baseball. It is the final game of this 4-game set at Frisco RuffRiders and the San Antonio Missions. Tomorrow we have the 4-game set at Midland as the Rockhounds and the Missions go head to head in the next 4-game set. Missions return home for a 3-game set with the visiting Northwest Arkansas Naturals for 3, and also the Springfield Cardinals for 3. And most likely we will tell you more scheduling of the games later. Go online now, purchase and print your tickets from home. Also follow the Missions or any of your AA favorites with the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball. You can download that on any smartphone. And right now, get ready for your scorecards. We're about to start tonight visiting San Antonio Missions. Leading off in designated hitter, Rodney Tuttle, the DH. Ricky Irvin, the San Antonio center fielder, bat second for the Missions. Irvin at center. Franklin Steffens, bat third for the Missions. Steffens at second. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Alan Cordoba. Cordoba at left. San Antonio Missions catcher, Rafi Lopez, bat fifth. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Derek Woodekemper at third. Vance Dudley, bat seventh for the Missions. Dudley at first. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Jacob Gonzalez. And batting ninth, rounding out the batting order for San Antonio, Miguel Castillo. Rounding out the batting order. And on the mound for San Antonio, Kenny McAllen. Tonight's Missions pitcher. Now here's the starting lineup for the Frisco RuffRiders. Leading off in shortstop, David Lee. Lee at short. Batting second for Frisco, right fielder Tony Burris. Burris at right. Johnny Fabregas be the third baseman for the RuffRider lineup. Fabregas at third. Hugo Potter be the catcher for the RuffRider lineup. Potter catching. Center fielder, that is Frisco, Bob Vila. Vila at center. Jose Santana be the left fielder for the RuffRiders. Santana at left. Andy Dolly be the Frisco designated hitter. Dolly batting seventh. Batting eighth, Frisco first baseman Charles Lockett. Lockett at first. Batting ninth, rounding out the batting order for the Frisco RuffRiders tonight. Second baseman Johnny Hyde. Hyde at second. On the mound for your Frisco RuffRiders, Teddy Van Buren. Buren tonight's Frisco's pitcher, and there's your starting lineups.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Frisco RuffRiders and the San Antonio Missions. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Kenny McMahon will be the one doing the pitching for the home side. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Stepping up to the plate, David Lee. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Shortstop, David Lee.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Lopez shading to his right. 1 out. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Standing in, Tony Burris. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Still shirt sleeve weather tonight. 78 degrees here at game time. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
1-1.
Hit on the ground to third. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third baseman, Johnny Fabregas.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line hard, but foul. Pulled toward right center field. Irvin on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Number 24 takes the mound for the home team in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Digging in, Rodney Tuttle. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. Oh, and he misses it.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Stepping in now, Ricky Irvin. Now a hard liner. But this will be a foul ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in. He'll breeze through 7 strong.
The second for 1. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Hugo Potter, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Hugo Potter.
And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Dudley is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And the average big league shortstop can make every play. But can they make the highlight reel play? In order to do that, you got to be able to put your back foot in the ground and absolutely unload from that 5.5 hole if you're playing shortstop. And that's what this guy does. He brings a different element to the game. He has got an absolute hand cannon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 0-1 pitch on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Castillo over to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Jose Santana.
Stepping up to the plate, Jose Santana. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Boy, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
Into the box, Andy Daly, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Runners on the move for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Alan Cordoba, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Left fielder, Alan.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fly ball right down the line in left. Moving under it, Santana. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's the defense for the away team. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates the pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down the running game.
This is flared out towards second, and this will be put away easily for the out.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Derek Wardekemper.
So digging in now, Derek Wardekemper. He'll swing it from the left side right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. To short, hit hard. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. Digging in the switch hitter, Charles Lockett, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Charles Lockett.
first offering on its way. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Gonzalez looking up. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Standing in now, Johnny Hyde, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. 1-2. Now a swing and a soft liner, but this will be a foul ball. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number one. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next two guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
In there for strike one, 0-1. Bases are empty here with two men out. To the left side, but it's well foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So they pick up a run on the solo home run as that'll give them the lead. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The RuffRiders lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Vance Dudley, and they'll need him to get something going here.
First baseman, Vance Dudley.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit to short. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Batting eighth, right fielder, Jacob Gonzalez.
Striding into the box, Jacob Gonzalez. First pitch on its way. Bouncer up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Miguel Castillo. Pitch out, nothing doing. Gonzalez leads off first with one away. On the ground to third. And that's through for a hit.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is you can't guarantee it's going to be hit right in one of his infield. Tough luck.
In now, Rodney Tuttle as he grounds one briskly to short. He's got it. There's one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping in now, Ricky Irvin as he sends it on the ground to first. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Coming to the plate now, Franklin Stevens, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Santana will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Striding in once again, Johnny Fabregas. He flew out in his last at-bat. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. Now here it comes. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Castillo over to his left, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Another 1-2 delivery. Fouled off. Lopez is over to take a look, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. Oh, and he can't come up with it. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at-bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Digging in to try it again, Bob Vila. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Stevens ranges to his left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. Alan Cordoba hits next. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Left fielder, Alan.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. Vila is there, and he has it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Hyde takes it in. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
First pitch of the at-bat. This is pulled into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Santana. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a ball 1-0.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
2-0 now.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
And it's fouled away. Weak grounder back to the mound. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batter, designated hitter, Andy Daly.
Ready for another chance, Andy Daly. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt. But this offense, much it sort of feels like the next team to.
The 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Cordova giving chase, and they can't run it down. In the air down the line in left. Cordova is in pursuit, and he makes the catch in the corner. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Last half of the fifth coming up, all tied at 1-1. Digging in for his second at bat, Vance Dudley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Line drive to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the fifth.
The right fielder, number 6, Jacob Gonzalez.
Now at the plate, Jacob Gonzalez. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Standing in now, Miguel Castillo, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Liner toward right center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now 3-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Rodney Tuttle. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Into the box now, Ricky Irvin, as it's grounded sharply to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And the second run is in. It's now a 5-1 game.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
In now, Franklin Stevens. He swings and grounds it to short. To second for one. On to first, a double play.
The left fielder, number 8, Alan Cordova.
Alan Cordova hits next. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. High and deep to right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they score 4 times on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Missions lead it 5-1. Stepping into the box, Johnny Hyde. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, David Lee. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Cordova is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Ready once again, Tony Burris. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Irvin moving forward. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Frisco, number 32, Tom Phillips.
Digging in once again, Rafi Lopez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot down the line in right, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Into the box, Derek Wertekemper. Well hit to right, but a foul ball.
When are y'all waving?
Hard on the towards short. Lee has it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The batter, first baseman, Vance.
In now, Vance Dudley. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Now batting,
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Jacob Gonzalez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. Burris is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
When does this? When is she moving?
now batting, the shortstop,
Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Castillo. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Dudley leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. This is line to left. Santana is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But add on 1 more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. Back here for Texas League Baseball on MLB Network. We're off to the 7th inning now, but first let's have a look at our game summary to see how we got here. Leading off the inning, Johnny Fabregas, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
the catcher number 34, Hugo Potter.
Digging in to try it again, Hugo Potter. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Fouled away.
No.
The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. A swing and a ground ball to third. To his left, Wernicamper, and there's out number 2.
Center fielder number 13, Bob Vila.
Digging in once again, Bob Vila. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul. Strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cordoba's under it. And that retires the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. San Antonio's out in front, 6-1. Digging in and looking for more, Rodney Tuttle. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit on the ground out to short. Lee comes up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting,
Ready for another shot now. Ricky Irvin. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 1. Hit out towards second. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. Cordova has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Standing in now, Andy Daly. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. On the ground to the left side. Throw gets him. 2 down. Riding in once again, Charles Lockett. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches to strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, David Lee. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is. No doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
Split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike 2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Swing, and he pops him up, and this should get him out of it. Dudley is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. So they load the bases on 3 hits, but can't bring anyone around to score. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Missions lead it 6-1. Alan Cordova hits next. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Rocky Lopez is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Hyde ranging into the outfield. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Ready once again, Derek Werdekemper. From the belt, the pitch. Line to the right side. Burris is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Ready for another chance. Vance Dudley. Here's the first pitch to him. Looped out toward third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit. Gets you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Into the box now, Jacob Gonzalez. This will send a ground ball down to third. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Digging in now, Miguel Castillo. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First delivery to him on the way. To third. Fielded cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they load the bases on 3 hits but can't bring anyone around to score. 9th inning coming up. San Antonio's out in front 6-1. Starts the 9th. Johnny Fabregas, and they'll need him to get something going here. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base, so I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Popped him up. Lopez has a play. And he brings it in on the warning track. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Hugo Potter. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So he punches him out and looking at the fastball. Hugo Potter is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. Gonzalez is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. San Antonio posted 15 total hits in the ball game. Kenny McMahon is credited with the win. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious Mission, 6 runs, 15